talking about the 𝗕𝗵 dive roll. When 𝗕 first did it in 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃 2016, back then I didn't do much dive rolls at all. So when he did it, I was like, what? Like that spot didn't even make sense to do a dive roll on. But he did it so well, he even landed it without hands touching. I've done dive rolls before, but can't imagine myself being able to do that dive roll. So fast forward, maybe 2019, 2020, that's the first time when I look at the exact same challenge and I thought to myself, okay, this is something that I'll probably be able to do now because I've done that project dive roll video in Melbourne. But still, it's so scary. Whenever I walk past it, it's like, maybe, but there's so much things that could go wrong. I could overshoot it, I could probably like just crash into the dive roll. 𝗕, to be honest, I think that dive roll you did over here is more impressive than that 2-story front flip you did up there. I actually had 2 days of shoot for this dive roll. On the first day, I did all the preps, but I never actually committed to the actual dive roll. I took about 45 minutes. There was no like signs from my body saying that, okay, today I can do it. So I decided to listen to it and just come back another day. The second time round, I felt even more ready. I felt like, okay, today is the day. There was some sort of pressure, I'm sure, because like it's the second day. And my friend Stan, he came down to prepare for this exact same shoot again. And I just wanted to get the project done and I want to tick this goal already. I truly believe that I could have done it. So today, I'm back here. I believe that this is the hardest dive roll left still on my list. So I really want to focus and get this one done. And hopefully, I don't want to get injured because last time I did a roll off a ledge this high in Malaysia and the landing is not very good. My foot got destroyed, so I don't want the same thing to happen. Firstly, you gotta run and jump over this pretty fat wall around my stomach height, and then you're going down about head height onto a not just narrow but it's super close to a wall. Then you get another like more than head height drop. So I'm gonna try and prep it out first. Let's see. Got it? It's fun.
Come on, you can do it. Just feel it all the way. Hey, come and motivate CP. You can do this, dude. Come on. Rolling.
Alright, real one.
Yep.
Okay. Three, two, one.
Oh, fuck.
Dude,
what?
fuck.
Oh, okay. Dude, you alright? Man?
Lucky size.
Sure, have.
Okay, you want some?
I saw from here.
Yeah, do it.
When I see Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor.
Oh, them scary. Lucky it's hand block. Man.
First thing, what happens then? Ready?
Yep, rolling.
Go. Got this. Come on, man. Chew mango. Okay, ready? Yup. Okay.
I think don't force it, man.
I actually wanted to do it a second time. Yes, it's adrenaline, but it's also because I had that experience before and I wanted to see how I can change up my dive roll to make it better. But I realized that I'm hurting. I might not be fully aware of what I'm doing. I might hurt myself even more if I were to do it. So I guess, yeah, I think it was a good call to stop there. What do you think of the roll?
Hey, why you die, man?
I thought you knocked out for real. Luckily I didn't die though.
Spoiler.
Watch.
Yeah, okay.
Oh!
Just jump back.
The bail consequence. The last time round I didn't actually get to commit to it. Today I at least did it once, but I felt like I could have just gotten it today. Like I say, it was like the hardest one on my list, and to be honest, there's no real way to feel that you're ready for that jump unless you use mats, or I can't find another place that has a very similar setup. Despite knowing that I shouldn't be putting too much into it because of how downward it is. I think the reason why I committed too much into it is just because I was so afraid of just not doing it at all. Like I just wanted to like jump and get over the wall, and hopefully whatever comes after, I was able to react to it. But unfortunately I went way too much in that one and still somewhat saved myself pretty well without too much of an injury. There's risk to be taken. Disappointed for sure, but I think I can learn something from this and really hope that I can come back for it another day. If I have done this another day, I would have probably did something similar anyway. I'm not sure if, you know, like you can be ever ready for this kind of jump. The one thing that I thought I should have done instead would have been to do the dive roll from the top of the wall. From here it's harder,
Serious?
I feel like I will overshoot. It is going to be the same kind of impact, but you can see the wall the whole time, so you would have more control over it. In my head, I just didn't want to like take the impact twice. I'm sure that Dom sometimes skip doing the running jump. He wouldn't do the standing front from the top of the rail. He would just dive over the wall to do the dive front. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think in this case, especially when it's a dive roll that I wanted to be 100% sure, I should have done one extra step. Obviously, there's something in me that wanted to redeem that dive roll bail. As much as I wanted this dive roll to be in the video, to just sweeten up the deal, up to today, I don't feel mentally ready to take this on again. I can push this project back a few more months or years even, but I didn't need to extend this project longer just because I wanted to redeem myself. Yes, it might make it just slightly bit better, but not at the price it might take. I still value my body a lot. It's not about it being viral. It's not doing it for the camera. This dive roll still scares me a lot. So I want to give this dive roll the respect it deserves. It's something that I will come back to. It's always going to be here, and I believe that when the time comes, it will come. I've done it once, it didn't turn out as well as I could, but it gave me a lot of information. The next time around when I commit to this dive roll, I'm sure that it will turn out to be a lot better. Thankfully, when I had the bail, all I suffered was a little bit of elbow lack of range of motion, just a little bit, but apart from that, really I got lucky. This is another injury that I managed to walk away with almost nothing. I think the mental setback was a lot more. One of the biggest questions that I have for myself after the dive roll was that, am I too overconfident of my ability? Was I really pushing past my limits? But that's the thing, you will never ever have an absolute truth. That's what makes parkour such a crazy sport. When I posted a video at night, it blew up. A lot of random viral video companies reposted it 6 months after. This video got reshared on Reddit Singapore, and even a newspaper article covered me. So all in all, it was quite an experience. And I even won a 𝗧cie Awards from that video.
From Singapore, CP.
He goes out of frame, but it looks like he must have scorpion. Yeah.
He got away with it.
I don't know how he did it.
Such a tombstone as well.
Yeah, fully. Wow! CP, you win £0.
By the way, Dom did it at a different area. This dive roll here has a little bit more of a gap. I didn't do it here because there is this thing that is blocking the way of the dive roll now. From this angle, you can see that it's slightly further out. I'm just thinking to myself that if I have done that over here instead, maybe I would have not over-rotated it because I had that extra distance. That is like at least 2 feet more, I think. So I think it would definitely make a huge difference of the actual outcome of the move. It's a lot harder to undercut your dive roll, especially when you have to dive over a wall and with that much of a drop. Behind the Project Dive Roll is a full 70-minute documentary where I cover all the processes of the dive rolls you have seen in Project Dive Roll 2. If you like what you have just watched, do head on over to my Patreon. I would really appreciate the support.